It's a weekend full of clásicos. We'll break them down with our betting segment, Book It, right? Clásicos in Mexico, Clásico Regio, Clásico Nacional, the big Clásico, América Chivas, and also a big match in the Eredivisie, Feyenoord visiting Ajax, and of course, on ESPN, ESPN Plus, ESPN Deportes, Barcelona hosting Real Madrid. Let's start with El Clásico Regio. You played in this Clásico. Let's book it, Herc.
No. Say it right. Say it right. I scored in this Clásico.
Oh, excuse me.
And this is the Clásico of choice for Miguel Herrera.
Stop.
All right, I'm taking Tigres in this one, and it's not because it's Tigres TV
No, of course not.
Well, let's just go look at the numbers. Let's look at the numbers. Tigres, by the way, okay, they've only lost once in the last 7 games against Rayados de Monterrey. This is in El Estadio Volcán. They're coming off a win versus Orlando. I'm taking this one for whatever reason, and I know the reason. For whatever reason, I know the reason. For whatever reason, Tigres just wins this Clásico.
Plus 125, the victory.
Yes, sir.
This is how confident I am that Rayados will not only win, they will dominate this game.
Okay.
I'm having Rayados to win by 2 or more. Plus 433.
I'll take that bet.
Well-rested
That
team.
they don't. That they
Best
don't.
team in the country.
That they don't.
In 9 of their 11 league games, they have scored at least 2 goals. And Tigres just cannot score. I'm loving this plus 433.
You're betting on them not to concede, and they're the best defensive team in Mexico.
I said Tigres do not score. That's what I said.
You said Monterrey will score. All right. Clásico Nacional. This is Mao's favorite Clásico. Or is that the Querétaro?
That's correct. Querétaro San Luis. Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's very easy for me. I'm going to take Club America to win. That's plus 120. It's strange, but the home team in this series does not do well.
That is correct.
And especially if it's Chivas. Chivas, out of the 15 games they've played in El Estadio Akron, their home stadium, versus Club America, they've only won 3. It's a very poor home record for Chivas. Chivas is coming off a loss versus Puebla, who's their daddy, and America just had a big win versus Tigres. I'm taking Club America here, and it's not even close at plus 120.
By the way, you used Papi and Daddy on the same show.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going with, this is the proposition. Both teams score. I say no. Both teams won't score. That pays plus 114. In 6 out of the last 9 games, this prop has actually hit. So I like this won't be a high-scoring game. Both teams will play very fearful of not losing it. I'm actually counting on the 0-0. I like the way it pays, plus 114. Both teams will score. I say no.
Ooh, okay.
I don't think it's going to be a great game, to be honest.
I don't
think it's going to be a good game.
I think America will score. They're the highest goal-scoring team in all of Mexico, but Guacho Jimenez and Chivas are very iffy for me.
Chivas is one of the most efficient defensive teams in the league.
Okay.
All right, we go with De Clásica in the Netherlands.
I am going with Ajax to win, minus 140. There's a reason they're favored so much. Ajax is undefeated this year.
Yep.
Undefeated at home in general in the season. It's the highest goal-scoring team in all of the Eredivisie. They actually have, listen to this, they have 7 players with 7 or more goals. 2 of those players have already hit double digits. Edson Alvarez, Jorge Sanchez versus Santi Jimenez. I will take Ajax.
I was ready to go with a Santi Jimenez, my guy, El Bebote prop bet, but I'm shying away from it. Here's my bet. Over under 3 goals, not 3.5, 3 goals scored, minus 113. Now, I'm taking a risk. This bet only hit in 2 of the last 5 matchups, which is weird because we think of this game as a high-scoring game. You just spoke of the scoring ratio for Ajax. Feyenoord, they just scored 7 on Europa League, and they are in first place. But I'm very confident this will be a high-scoring game. I am hitting that over under 3 goals. Now, El Clásico, Barcelona hosting Real Madrid.
Yeah, this one's tough for a lot of reasons. I went with the draw at plus 240 because the payout is good, and also I look at the moments of both teams. You've got a Real Madrid team that already played midweek versus a Barcelona team that is just insane defensively. They've only given up 8 goals all season in 25 games.
Crazy.
Dembele may be injured, but they're getting back Lewandowski and Pedri, and Vinicius is a big part of that attack for Real Madrid. But against Barcelona, Araujo, he's got him in his pocket. So I'm expecting a low-scoring game, and I'm expecting a draw here because the payout pays well. So I'm going to take the draw versus these two.
Payout is great, by the way,
Yeah.
plus 240. All right, I'm going with Robert Lewandowski, anytime scorer, plus 100, straight up. This is a good matchup for Robert Lewandowski. It's not that Real Madrid is truly struggling defensively, but they have not been elite in the last 5 to 6 league
Especially
games.
versus Xavi.
Especially against Xavi. Barcelona recently has Real Madrid's number, and I believe Robert Lewandowski will be a big part of this game. El Clásico on ESPN Plus. Barcelona hosting Real Madrid. Great coverage, by the way, starting on 3 p.m. Eastern on ESPN Plus. And earlier, there you go, another Clásico. Ajax hosting Feyenoord. 1v2, 1 versus 2, Sunday 9:30 a.m. Eastern, 6:30 a.m. Pacific, also right here on ESPN Plus.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.